Alright, what's up guys? So, Four Souls, they have returned. Titling the video scared the life out of me when Priscilla, she texted me talking about this, and I was like, okay, so this is that part of, like, I feel like the scary movie when stuff really starts happening. And yeah, I'm just, I don't want it to happen. But anyways, yeah, the video is titled Working with a Ghost, but also Let's Chat. But yeah, I was like, she texted me saying that they heard. I'll let, when they talk about it, oh my fault. When they talk about it, yeah, then we'll all hear. But anyways, if you guys have, make sure you guys go subscribe to them. The goal for Four Souls is to get them to 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully by the end of this year, that would be really dope. But if not, by the end of next year, that's when I set like the official like deadline for them to hit 1,000 subscribers. And if they don't succeed next year, then we got the following year and the following year until they reach that number. So, anyways, expect a lot of shout out videos from me in the future. But let's go ahead and get into this video.
Bro, I'm about to win, dude.
Wait, one person left? Oh, they're shooting at you.
From where?
Aw, fam, win it.
I don't know, I didn't see.
Win it.
Oh,
Please.
They're not noobs. I'm scared now.
I hate videos when they get like, this is why I don't like Battle Royale games, because I hate videos when the person gets all the way to the end and then they die. Zach, you better win this.
I look like the noob.
You are a noob.
Yep.
Bruh,
Wait,
come
don't
on.
go too high. He's gonna dump you down, bro.
True.
It's like you got Daenerys in the background coaching. Zach, you better, bro. Bro, there he is.
Oh, he was over there.
I seen him too, and I was like, man, that's.
Bro, and they do this dance.
I don't know why they add that dance to Fortnite. I swear. I be on TikTok way too much. Yeah, that's messed up.
This is my oatmeal. And this is Zach's bird feed.
Ew. Denise didn't make enough because she doesn't like me, so
Dang.
I just took the lazy way out and made some of my own.
This is true.
I'm about to just put some sugar. And that should be it. We got some stories that happened at work today. Alright, so to expand this video a bit more, we want to share an experience we had at work, and it's been happening for the past few days. And I think it could be paranormal, but we're not too sure. And tomorrow I want to take my EVP player and maybe catch a ghost. But this first experience happened with me. And this was happening when I was going to the basement. It happened 3 times in a row.
That's the worst area to be at in the house, and you start hearing stuff is the basement. I'm just saying.
Keep on hearing like, shh. And I was like, that's weird. So I ran back up. I heard it for about 3 or 4 times. They didn't believe me. They're like, ah. And I think now we can move on to one of our other guest stars.
I think the first thing that happened in this house was Priscilla. Well, she's sleeping right now, so she's not gonna be here talking. But Priscilla noticed 3 bruises like on her inner thigh, and it was like small, like little bruises, which it's not really common for anyone to like hurt themselves there. And like she was just like, she noticed it the day after, so we didn't know that day. But that was our first day at that job. So I think that was the first thing that kind of made us like a little bit like, what's going on here, I guess. And then today I noticed that I had a scratch on my thigh.
Gotta leave that
I had a
house.
scratch on my left thigh. Like
I called, because they're, for those that don't know, they're painters. So yeah, I would have called up the owners of that house and been like, hey, so yeah, we left paintbrushes. We left paint. That's up to you guys now to paint that house, because there's a violent ghost in there or something, all right? And we're not trying to get abused while trying to paint your guys' home. So yeah, all this stuff is there. Here's a couple of tutorials on how to paint your house. Like that's gonna be on you guys. I don't know. I'll probably they call B and C. That's the thing. I'm like, I don't want to work with these guys. Like, I'm open for the idea, but at the same time, it's like stuff like this. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna have to call out sick. You know, practice social distancing and stuff. There is a whole pandemic going on, so I can't be in that house. That's crazy.
Across, it's pretty long, like kind of like this long, I guess. It was like across my thigh. I would place a photo, but I didn't shave my legs. So I think those two are a little bit more like scary, I guess, because I don't really understand what's going on. And I usually notice when I've been like I either scratch myself or I hit myself against anything. I think anybody kind of notices those things, but the fact that now there's two of us that have like physical like bruises or scratches on us is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, so
and you guys
ours,
is hearing
and
things.
I guess next is our dad's experience, which happened today.
All right, so this next experience happened with me and my dad. All right, so I was standing in the living room, correct? Like, this happened when our dad was spraying some cabinets, and then while in the middle, I was using a little machine like to sand, and then dad heard somebody do like, because we like, it was like more, it was like boo, like trying to scare you, because we always do that to each other. Like if we see somebody like stand, if we see somebody standing alone, we always sneak up to them and like boo, like just like tap them on the sides.
But he didn't get touched.
He didn't get touched, by the way. And then immediately dad said that right after that he yelled at me like, did he yell something? He was like, I was like, no. Because once when I said, did he yell something? I started to get scared.
So when my dad heard like that boo kind of noise, I guess, like behind him, he turned around, saw no one, so that's when he called for Zach. But when he had Zach, obviously Zach didn't do it. So then he checked. He was by like the basement area, I guess, like towards the steps. So he looked downstairs because that's where me, Priscilla, and Denise were working. But he didn't see any of us around. So that's when he was kind of like, something's wrong, I guess. But my dad doesn't really like to think it's ghost stuff because he doesn't really like always try to jump to that. Even me, I always try to make everything rational. I'm like, it probably isn't that, but.
I'm the same way. I'm the same exact way. I'm like, because I don't want that fear in me. Like when I see or hear things, I'm like, I just don't want that fear. So yeah, that's what I'm like, I think of everything else, but I'm more of a person where I'm like, until I see like somehow like a person goes flying across the room and there wasn't nobody that threw them across the room, is like just some invisible, like, whatever it was. Then that's when I'm like, okay, so the place is now haunted. I can now confirm that this place is haunted. Lights start flickering and all that other stuff. But yeah, I should, like, cause no, my mom, she said she was experienced some ghost like things at places. But yeah, I'm like, a part of me is all like, dang, like maybe it was the wind. Cause there was a story, my mom, she told me where a balloon had like, the way that it was like, or like I guess her house or apartment where she was living at the time, that the balloon like curved like around, I guess in some hallway, dipped underneath like this like door. You know how like doors, they got like that extra like wall part and stuff, dipped underneath that and then was just like hovering over her. And a part of me is all like, well dang, maybe it was the wind. But I'm like, what kind of wind carries a balloon around and then has it just hovering over a person? And I'm like, yeah, that's so like a part of me is like, kind of like half and half with the situation. Like I want to believe it, but I'm more of a person where I'm like, until either myself or I see somebody go flying across the room or a chair goes flying across the room, then I'm like, yeah, then that's, until then I'm like, I don't know. I guess a part of me doesn't want to believe it, but anyways.
Just because I think if all these happen individually, I think there could be something else and maybe another reason why these things are happening. But the fact that I think almost all of us besides Denise had something happen, it makes it more believable, I guess.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll probably insert some footages of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Quick ghost hunt break.
I think we hear a ghost. We're hearing noises upstairs. This is the first time for us.
You know what it could be? I know that there was this. It was an old video I remember reacting to. But this, but I don't know. I should ask them like, hey, did this place have like an attic or something? But they'll most likely, like, once when this video comes out, they'll tell me. But anyways, no, there is this guy, it was just like old like top crazy like security camera videos or something like that. So the guy's like down in his living room watching TV, and like he eventually goes to his room and goes to sleep and things because he had work or whatever in the morning. But all of a sudden, you see like this part of his wall just open up, and this small woman like comes out. She goes and she's like walking around his house and things and like eating his food. And then he woke up. Then she like hid behind his TV because I think he had like heard stuff. But yeah, he was like, I think that's why he got the camera, because he was like his food was like missing and stuff. So I highly doubt though that that there's some small woman like scratching these guys and giving these guys his bruises and stuff. But still, I'm like, but the walking upstairs, I'm like that could be that. But then again, I'm like, y'all said you guys is hearing things. Marks was ending up on you, and I'm like, yeah, that place don't seem right. I suggest you guys find another place to paint at. So
There's no one here. We're gonna go check it out.
like whatever them guys is paying you, I will pay you guys more not to go back in that house.
There's nothing. They didn't come home or come here, huh? We both heard. I thought they came home, but we didn't hear the car ever pull up.
Yes. You gotta leave the spot.
You heard it though. It's literally like walking.
Oh, like this.
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
it sounded like.
Gotta leave the spot.
Like, they probably hear my breathing, but I'm kind of scared. I don't even get scared of these things, but I've never had this kind of experience happen. Oh, right there! That's the
Yes.
spot!
And it was loud like that.
Show yourself!
Oh yeah, this is it.
It was
So
loud.
weird, that exact spot.
So it'd be in this room.
Yeah, it heard right above us.
Let's check
This would have been the part of the video where they just was all like, Tyler, where are you going? Like, we still gotta paint this house. I just been shaking my head. I'm like, I'm not gonna respond to any of you guys. Like I said, we was gonna paint a house, not a haunted house. So I'm like, there's a difference. Like, if you guys was gonna like let me know that we're painting a haunted house, cool, I'm down for that. Like, at least I know that the place is haunted. But if we're just painting a regular house, but y'all don't tell me that it's haunted, then I'm like, yeah, you guys know. I'm like, I don't like that. You guys lost some cool points bringing me into a house like this where I'm gonna be. And if the stomping was that loud, yeah, a part of me would have been like very scared, because I'm like, that ain't normal. And if these guys, like, if the rest of the family has even showed up, yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's a little scary.
We're working down there in the basement. And this
Watch.
is the kitchen. Okay, so what was it downstairs?
Ghost Adventures gonna contact the people
I
that
heard a
owns
voice.
this
I think
house.
that's a first for me. Why am I whispering like the ghost can hear me? Okay, so I was downstairs with Priscilla. Denise and Zach went to go get food, and the boss is gone. Like, he went to a meeting or something. So it's only me and Priscilla here at this house. But she came upstairs to look for I forgot what she was looking
Primer.
for. Oh yeah, so she was looking for primer, and I stayed down there just painting, and then I heard. I knew she was up here, so I heard obviously footsteps, and then she said, "There's no primer." So I was like, "All right, cool." And then when she was coming downstairs, I heard something else, but I couldn't make out what it said. It said like
mumbling.
it was like mumbling, and the thing is that we kind of do this thing where we kind of speak like gibberish. We just talk like, we do stuff like that's kind of like it's not a saying, so it's not words, but basically I just heard something like.
It's like, what kind of mental ghost is that, where it's like doing things that these guys do? Like, I don't like that ghost. That's like I just don't trust that whole house. I think you guys, if y'all are still watching this video, leave that house. Don't go back to that house. Tell the people that own it, like, hey, we can't come back. We actually got to go paint a house and make up a place if you need to. Go say you gotta paint a place. I know they like watching the Batman movies and stuff. I'm like, go say that you painting a house in Gotham City, but I'm like, we're not returning back to that house.
So, like Animal Crossing. It sounded like that. And then I was like, and then she came down and she was like, and she starts walking down the steps like that. So I was like, hey, what'd you say? And she was like, I was like, not that, bro. And then I was like, what'd you say before that? And then she was like, before what? I was like, but and then like she just said that all she had said already was there's no primer. She said that twice when she was up here, but I heard those ones. But there was something said before that, and she said it wasn't her. So I was like, And then the footsteps happened literally like 2 minutes after that. And then that's when we came up here. I was like, grab the camera, let's go check. Yeah, so I think this validates it just because my dad supposedly heard something like kind of go like, ooh, like right behind him, like kind of trying to grab him, but he didn't touch. He didn't get touched or anything.
He did think it was Zachy, but yeah,
yeah. So
working with the ghost.
We're gonna
burn the whole house down.
Downstairs,
That's what I say.
But we're still waiting for everyone else to come back. So
yeah, but no bad vibes though.
I know I don't feel like anything spooky here. It doesn't feel like it's haunted even. Like that's the thing. I could be left alone in the basement. It doesn't feel weird. It's just that these things keep happening. I don't know why either.
We should leave the camera up here.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna leave the camera here. So we're gonna go back downstairs to work.
Camera's left in the kitchen if you're out 20 minutes. I heard that.
Alright, so we just wanted to...
That place burned the whole house down like that. Nah, you gotta just burn it down and start all over again. Well, then that might make, because I remember watching the Annabelle movies and they explained, like, don't mess with, like, something that's haunted, because then that could just make things worse. So I think, yeah, this is probably best. Just leave it up to the homeowners, because that place ain't right.
Explain for a bit what's going to be new with our schedule, and we've been discussing this. We've been thinking that we're only going to post Fridays.
And Mondays if sometimes we have extra content to post, I guess.
Yeah, but recently we haven't been really having much time to record because we've been working, and with such a tight schedule, we can't really like place in different moments where we can record like this. This is literally right after our job because obviously you can see me with my paint clothes.
Yeah, it's still 10 o'clock, but we're trying to put out videos still, so I think for now, just for a little while, we're going to be posting once a week just up until we get more time to post twice.
It's cool.
So we're not really having a set schedule. I guess Fridays is always going to be a video, but maybe Mondays if we have time to record more.
Besides that, if everything goes according to plan, we're hoping to be moving this year or sometime next year.
Most likely the first half of next year, but we're still seeing. We don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but we're kind of looking forward and already looking for houses to move into.
Yeah, we're already getting our hopes up because we just saw a really good house.
Yeah, but you know, fingers crossed we'll move, but I don't know.
I wish the houses that they were building some houses in my area, and I was all like, dang. You know how dope that would have been, like having these guys like right just down the street and stuff. Like that's the life right there. I'm like that's what I've always like thought of, was just all of just like my close friends just living in the same street. I don't know, part of me will want to be home, but I feel like we will all just be at like somebody's house chilling and stuff. But
like it's a nice house, but we only get half a house.
I know.
I want a full house.
I know. Yeah, because we've actually never had a 2-story house.
Yeah,
it's always been a 1-story.
It's different. Yeah, no, it's very different. Like I remember when I very first moved into this house, and I was living in an apartment. Like, you know, it's funny because it was like going from an apartment. Like I went from like sleeping on the floor, like in a 1-bedroom apartment, to having my own room in like a 2-story house and things. Yeah, no, it's different. It's cool. It's at first it's gonna seem like very spacey and things, but then after a while it's gonna be like, dang, this place. Like now I look at this place and be like, dang, this place is small. Like I'm like, dang, we need to build more to it or something. But no, it's gonna be cool. Like once you guys find like a 2-story house.
Excited to have like something a little bit more bigger and more space. I'm having some troubles choosing between what I want to spend my money on because I want to buy a vehicle. I don't know if I want to buy a car or a motorcycle, but I don't know if I should get that or if I want to spend money on like redecorating my room, I guess, because me and Denise have shared a room ever since we were like born, or at least since I was born, since I'm younger. And or at least right now, we sleep in the same room, so we split everything. So I let her keep most of the stuff just because I want a new like setup, I guess.
You just start off from ground one.
Yeah, so I just kind of want to start everything new, and then we're gonna split some of the stuff. So I don't know if I want to spend money on like new furniture, Or if I don't do that, there's also a third option of spending all my money on like a PC setup because I really want to start gaming more, and I want to have the whole setup with the desk and the PC,
it's
monitor,
gonna be expensive.
keyboard, and mouse, and like spend all my money on that. But
Imagine editing on that.
I don't know, everything would be so much better. Yeah, so I'm still deciding. So I guess we have or at least I have a little bit of a decision to make. But
there's a lot of good gaming PCs out there
kind
too.
of getting excited to hopefully move out and have.
Yeah, because I want to become a bit more independent. I'll finally have my own room.
And I've never had my own room either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Denise and Damaris have always shared a room.
I think we just really need something that's a little bit more bigger than this because we live in a duplex. So we're looking forward to that. But I don't know if it's going to happen next year. We're still waiting to see.
So hopefully we will be able to move, get a bigger area, and I can have my own room. Even though it's going to be the smallest room. But it'll still be better than sleeping on the couch.
So that was just kind of updates and like a little bit of, I guess, the future.
Hopefully everything goes according to plan. We'll be uploading every Fridays,
Sometimes Mondays.
sometimes Mondays. So if you see a notification from us, click it.
I know. I'm like I don't care what I'm doing. I could be playing video games. I could be eating. As soon as I see that notifications that 4 Souls have uploaded, I'm like, I gotta drop everything. I gotta hurry up, react to their video.
Thank you for watching, and until then, we are 4 Souls.
Cuatro almas.
Gonna be Shan. Bye.
Bye. Oh. Bye.
That's sick how they did that. But dang. What's wrong with these 2 videos? My Wi-Fi... Oh, okay. I don't know. I just seen that. It was just like, so it's just people live streaming. I was like, bro, tell me my Wi-Fi is not messing up right now. I'm like, at least I got through the video. But anyways, yeah, that was a pretty good video. That was pretty good. Scary. I'm like, you know, that y'all was painting in a haunted house. But no, it was still a good video, though. It was pretty good. If y'all haven't, go subscribe to 4 Souls for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me, too. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.